It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Top 10 Best Korean Historical Dramas. Moon Lovers, Scarlet Heart Rio. Adapted from a Chinese novel and series Bubujingshin by Tonghua, Moon Lovers, Scarlet Heart Rio has always come at the top 10 of best Korean historical Sageuk dramas of all time. It tells a story of a modern-day woman who suddenly gets transported back to the Goryeo dynasty living in the body of 16-year-old Tae-soo. Then, because she's living with her brother-in-law, the 8th Prince Wang Wook, she then befriends the princes in the palace and becomes involved in the palace's power struggles. Still, she couldn't just stay away from the conflicts. After all, she has fallen in love with the ostracized 4th Prince Wang So and dedicated herself to change his fate. Will she make it in the end? Prepare lots of tissue because you will be riding an extraordinary roller coaster of feelings and emotions, especially when Lee Joon-gi and IU are face to face with each other. Mr. Queen. Mixing well between comedy, romance, and political conflicts, Mr. Queen also talks about the time-traveling main character from the modern-day to Joseon era. However, this time, a male chef named Jang Bo-won suddenly transported back to the past in the body of Joseon's royal queen Cheoram, or Kim Se-yang. Then, using the body of the young queen, he tried to unveil what truly happened to Kim Se-young so he could soon return to the present. Unexpectedly, Kim So-young's body started getting a hold of his mind. When it comes to King Chul-jong, the puppet king who harbors a massive secret, Kim So-young's feelings started dominating the body. So what's going to happen to Jang Bo-won? Will Kim So-young return to her body? And will Chul-jiang remain a puppet king forever? Find out the answers in the dramas, and don't be surprised if you find yourself laughing hard throughout the episodes. The Crowned Clown. A king is supposed to be wise and ready to fight for his loyal subject. But, unfortunately, that's not the case with Lee Hun. Due to unfair treatment from his father, Crown Prince Lee Hun rose to the throne as a paranoid tyrant who didn't hesitate to do anything to get rid of his own fear. Therefore, once he found his doppelganger, a clown named Ha-sun, he forced the clown to play the king so Lee Hun could avoid assassination. At the same time, Clown Ha-sun is a kind-hearted man who grew up with the clowns and his little sister. Once he enters the palace, he then falls in love with the king's wife Queen Yoo So-woon. The Crowned Clown is a Sageuk drama that will give you lots of suspense, thrills, and sweet romance at the same time. Rookie historian Gu Hae-ryung. In the ancient era of Joseon, historians were the ones who recorded everything about the king's regency. From meetings to every activity, historians must swiftly and accurately write everything in the utmost objective point of view, regardless of anyone's interests and concerns. That is why historians' notebooks remain untouched even from the king himself. Gu Hae-ryung is a cheerful girl with an open mind and extensive knowledge. She enters the palace as one of the first female historians who record activities in the inner palace. Fighting female discrimination, Gu Hae-ryung keeps trying to fulfill her duties as a historian and prove that everyone is equal. Then, in the midst of her fight, she meets the outcasted Prince Lee Rim, who harbors his own secret. However, please don't get yourself startled because Cha Eun-woo is adorable and hilarious, especially in his scenes with Shin Se-kyung. 100 Days My Prince. Crown Prince Lee Yul grew up as a sulky perfectionist young prince because he had to witness the family of his first love annihilated in front of her. Moreover, his family was one of the culprits, and that was why his father rose as a king and him as the crown prince. Then one day, he passed a law that all Joseon citizens must get married before the age of 28 to avoid spending the night with the crown princess, whom he truly detests. The crown prince suddenly goes missing and wakes up as a peasant who loses his memory. Unable to remember who he is, he ends up marrying his first love, who had changed her identity. What do you think will happen when all the secrets are out? Hwarang. Set in the kingdom of Silla, Hwarang is a group of trained young warriors who will cut across the existing power factions to protect the queen's son and the throne. Who discover their passions, love and friendship in the turmoil of the Silla kingdom. Moon embracing the sun. Hyo Yi and Woo came across Crown Prince Lee Won when they were teenagers. They fell in love with each other, and even more when Yi and Woo was finally selected as Lee Won's crown princess. However, Queen Dowager ordered a shaman to cast a spell before the royal wedding, so Yin Wu fell and died of an unknown illness. That way, Queen Dowager would be able to place a crown princess of her choice. 8 years later, Yin Wu, who has been resurrected and lost her memory, returns as a shaman with the name Wall. Seeing how much she looked like his former crown princess, King Li Wan started investigating Yin Wu's death. But apparently, it's not that easy. Moon Embracing the Sun is one of the all-time favorite historical dramas with intense emotions and extraordinary actors. Hwarang in the Magistrate. Having a hidden power of seeing and hearing spirits, a government official Uno meets a virgin ghost named Hwarang, who was brutally murdered. Hwarang then asked him to help her to find the truth behind her unfair death. Then, both of them finally set out to find out who Hwarang was before she became a ghost. Check your popcorn and make sure you have a refill available, because veteran actors Lee Joon-gi and Shin Min-ah will give you unbreakable chemistry. There's no way you would want to miss every second of it. Dong Yi. One of the most popular stories of the Joseon era was the reign of King Sageuk. Dong Yi tells the story of King Sageuk's period from the point of view of Choi Seok-bin, who first entered the palace as a water maid. In addition to the romance conflict between King Sageuk, Choi Seok-bin, and Jang Hee-bin, this drama also unveils outstanding political conflicts with unpredictable plots and twists that will forever remain in your memory. Sageuk Hwan scandal. Desperate to support her family, bright and intelligent Kim Yoon-hee decides to take the men's national exam, disguised as a boy under her brother's name. She then meets proud and arrogant Lee Seon-jun, who came from a privileged background, and they had to share a room in the academy after passing the exam. Together with Gu Young-ha and Moon Jae-sin, they become the flower boys of the Sageuk Hwan University. However, what's going to happen next? Also, will Kim Yoon-hee manage to hide her true identity? Make sure you watch Sageuk Hwan Scandal, so you don't miss the heat and chemistry between Park Yoo-chun and Park Min-young, as well as the charming song Janki.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.